Well, we've had a lot of snow here already, and then overnight we're going to get more. But tomorrow is obviously Super Bowl Sunday, and it seems like it'll be over by the time people go and to watch parties to watch the game. I'm sorry, I'm tripping up right now.
Oh, that's okay. So essentially, the snow is going to be over in time for those Super Bowl parties. So I think we'll be in the clear. All you're going to have to kind of worry about is being able to clear that snow, especially in some of the areas where we get a bit more. But this afternoon, I think, was pretty nice. You can see some of the gravity waves on the visible satellite imagery. It's a little hard to see. Let's kind of go back to the beginning there. They look kind of like ripples coming off the mountains, so those are pretty cool. And then we started to see the rest of the cloud cover move in within the past few hours, and that is ahead of our system that's going to bring us all this snow. Right now it's bringing some snow to the Great Lakes region, bringing some ice to areas of central Pennsylvania, but look at how quickly this system is moving. It's very fast, it's very efficient, which means it's only going to be in our area for about 12 hours in total, but it's going to be very efficient, like I said, and dumping a lot of snow. We do have some winter weather alerts, a winter storm warning for York and Cumberland counties shaded in the pink color there, and then a winter weather advisory for the counties shaded in purple. Overnight tonight, we'll start to see that snow move in right around between, I would say, 10 to 11 p.m. tonight, moving into areas of southwestern Maine, southern New Hampshire. And then we'll overspread most of the state by the time we get to around midnight. I think Aroostook County will end up maybe with just on the very top edge of this snowfall here, but they're not going to really see much snow in total overall. Then as we get to Sunday morning, this is a look at 6 a.m. I would say this is kind of moderate snow that we have moving through here, but I said it's a very fast system. So by the time we get to 10 a.m., we're already down to just snow shower activity along the coastline, and then by around noon, that system is completely out of our area. So if you have any Super Bowl parties that you're going to be going to in the evening or overnight, you're just going to have to worry about kind of removing the snow, which will be pretty fluffy, so it should be a bit easier to remove. For the rest of the day, a mixture of sun and clouds. And then for Monday, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a couple of snow squalls behind this system, because it is going to be a bit breezy on Monday, but most of those will be in the mountains and other areas of northern Maine. And then we have more systems to talk about after that, but I'll get to those in just a minute. Let's look at some snowfall rates. So on the onset of this system is when we're going to have the heaviest snow. So I think in an area like York or Cumberland County, you could get rates of an inch of snow per hour in some spots here, but then overnight that snowfall rate kind of decreases a little bit to about 1/2 inch per hour. So we'll start out with some heavier snow, and then it lightens up as we get into Sunday morning. How much snow are we looking at in total? Most of us will get 4 to 8 inches if you're in southern or western Maine. I put a stripe of 8 to 10 kind of right along coastal York County here. That's where I think we'll get some of the bullseyes of the highest totals. 2 to 4 inches in Bangor and down east Maine, and then areas of northern Maine, a dusting maybe up to 2 inches, but likely not much snow up in northern Maine at all. And then kind of behind this system, we're on this conveyor belt of one of these systems after another. We're watching for the potential of some snow showers on Wednesday, and then there's another system that comes in for Thursday, and then another system for next weekend. So it's a good week to be weather aware, because we're going to have a lot to cover. Marine forecast sees 2 to 5 feet, small craft advisory in effect. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, overnight tonight starting at about 10 p.m., that's when we'll have that snow moves in. It's dry snow, but it's efficient, so it'll be falling pretty fast on the onset. And then by the time we get to Sunday morning, it'll be slowing down a little bit. And then for the Super Bowl parties in the afternoon, those should be good. A little bit breezy on Monday, but we kind of start out the week on a bit more of a calm note, Sam. But then when we get into Thursday and even the weekend after that, we have a lot more to talk about. So stay with us this week. A lot of snow to talk.
Yeah, you've had a busy week. So thanks, Dana.